welcome to the ProCast.
Yeah, ProPlay's podcast. We
Woo!
have Coach Todd here today.
We have Coach Todd, the most handsome coach in the club.
Maybe the oldest coach.
Oh,
That's
no,
okay.
I think Coach Bauman got you on that one.
Oh.
But thank you so much for being here.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh,
Appreciate
it was, you know what, when we were doing this, I'm like, who are the top people that we need to invite? Todd is on the top.
Let's go.
I really appreciate you. You're absolutely awesome. Question for you: this year, you're doing something special. We're gonna go back into your history of volleyball and everything. Coach Amanda is gonna ask all those questions. But this year, you're doing something special. You are gonna be our recruiting coordinator. How is that going? How do you see yourself doing it? What makes you experienced in that field?
Sure. So I'll start there,
Yeah.
if that's okay. So honestly, I think my experiences as a father and as a coach combined have helped me, right, to understand how to maneuver and operate within that idea of recruiting. I have 3 children. All 3 of them went to college to play a sport.
Nice.
But when it comes to just strictly volleyball, it would be my own daughter. So having worked with her through that process, she went to another club, right? But in that sense of what does it take to get there
Right.
is really important. And when you love your kids as much as I do,
Yep.
and you want to see them be successful, right? Honestly, you're vested as much as they are.
Absolutely.
In that process. But I say that with the fact that they have to do the process.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's their journey. And so like when I counsel players here at ProPlay, that's one of the first things I'm going to tell them to say, look, this is not about your mom or dad, this is about you. So anyway, that idea of experience and going through that, and then just being a club coach as well as a high school coach, networking is extremely important.
Yes.
You connect with people, and I've had the opportunity to connect with some really good people who have already established maybe a program at another club, and be able to talk with them. And I think we all have the same thing in mind, right? We want our kids to be successful.
Absolutely.
We want them to go where they want to go. And how can I help them? And I remember, I've talked to you oftentimes about it, and I've talked to Philip oftentimes about this. So where are we at here at ProPlay?
Yeah.
How can I use that expertise? Because I would just walk up to kids that I know are, they're college worthy.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, how are things going? Are you getting recruited? What are you doing? And they'd be like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea where to start. I have
Right.
no idea. So, gosh, so that was your team last year.
Absolutely.
A lot of those kids. And then I began to structure that. And then you and I had that conversation. You're like, why don't you go to Philip? Just ask him.
Yeah.
And that's where at the end of the season last year, I'm like, hey, Philip, what do you think about this? And I do. I have a lot of that knowledge. And being in the role that I am, I'm an educator to begin with. So why not educate?
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
And your daughter ended up going to what school?
So we're really fortunate. My kid was able to go to UC Davis.
Wow.
She's going to graduate here.
That's
in
Division
June.
I. Yeah, that's massive.
Division I, and they played in the Big West, and she had a great time. But I also use that experience as to tell kids it's not always what you might think it is.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
And to be open-minded. To don't pigeonhole yourself, right?
Yes.
Don't just put yourself in one place. Hey, I want to be D2. Okay, I get that, but and here's another thing I would say, right? Parents, be realistic.
Right.
Kids, I think, are more realistic than their parents.
100%.
So,
Yes.
let's make
Sorry,
sure.
parents.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we do, but
There's
you
just
wanna
that
do those
bias,
things. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And I love the fact that here at ProPlay we have coaches at every level, from Division I to I'm not sure
NAI.
about 3, but to NAIA
Yeah.
and then even JUCO.
Yeah.
And every road can take you to a different place, but be realistic.
100%.
But also don't allow yourself to just say I want to be here.
Right.
Yes, if you put yourself in one bucket, you will never be able to get a chance even to even think about the other buckets.
Yeah. You won't.
And for me, my biggest advice, my biggest thing was, I've seen so many players that are, average, that are not extremely Division I talent, but they came in with an attitude of, hey, I want to play anywhere.
Right.
And then they go found a Division I program. Now, just because it's Division I program doesn't mean that it's the best program in the world. I've seen Division II programs beating Division I programs.
Absolutely.
Division I becomes because of the size of the school and how many students they have. It's not because of the success in Division I that they become in Division I program. So it's you as a parent and you as a player need to be like, you know what, I'm going to toss my information to all the teams, all the programs, and then see what swims out, and then make a decision. Which I'm very happy that you can guide them and explain them and show them where they need to go and how they need to go. But I feel like with even now, it's so much, even though you guide them, even though you show them, it's still the job is not always done.
No.
And that is, that is the frustrating part, where we are inviting all of our athletes, making sure that you are also the one that is pursuing the information.
Right.
We can send the information, we can share the information, but you also need to be willing to read the information. And that's kind of the part that it's, where you're going to come in big in this year is, grabbing them by the shoulder and be like, hey, listen, this is the way you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. And then now there is no excuse why you didn't do it, What other questions do you have?
Well, like, it's so easy to say, like, oh, I'm going to do the right things and I want to play college volleyball. And so to most athletes, the right things are, oh, I'm going to play club. I'm going to play at a high level team.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to all these travel tournaments and someone's going to see me. And that's really not the reality for majority of the players, right? You have so much work to do behind the scenes with emailing, contacting, making videos, and like you said, not your parents making it for you, but you being the one to do that. And so it is cool, because I know this last weekend I had a coach come approach me about one of my players, and we had a not great day. We went 0-3, and his thing was like, I saw her make this extreme effort for a ball she would never ever touch, and that sold it for me. And that is a really lucky scenario of being seen, because there is all the work. And so we're so thankful to have Coach Todd, and like that just totally ups pro play, in my opinion, of like being able to have this. We just had Coach Deanne on a previous cast of like the mental performance. We've got a recruiting coordinator here. So it's really cool to see. And so I think you've been talking about like the university athlete and like some of these intro steps.
There's some things that they should do. And so we're guiding them right now, because as we found out, right, a lot of them might maybe sign up for something that they have no idea what to do with.
Right.
Yeah. And so right now we're working on getting some one-on-ones. I've already done 2 already this week. I've got a couple lined up next week.
Nice job, Coach Todd.
As we get to understand this process, and here at ProPlay, because it's our first year, there's maybe some clunkiness,
of course,
but that's okay. We learn as we go, and that's the important thing. And as we establish that idea of what a program is and what it looks like at this level, and guiding those kids through that process, this is where we learn. Yeah. And eventually I'd like to even do more. So let's just kind of take it as it goes.
Right, first step, first year.
If we look at those things that need to be done, university athlete is probably the #1 major way with an app that college coaches are going to go and see you. Yeah.
And is that a free app? Is that something you subscribe to?
It's a free app.
Okay,
so
cool.
It's free. Everything's free, but there's always a subscription, a paid version.
Sure.
And if you want a little bit more,
extra boost,
then do it. And so that's what my daughter did. Yeah. And we said it's worth it, because then you get a little bit more information, a little detail about who actually is following you, who's looking at you.
Gotcha.
But again, it's about the hard work.
Right.
It's about being
consistent.
Sure update your profile constantly. You're putting in your schedule. You're going on, and there's so many different ways to contact coaches. However, not all coaches are going to be contacted that way, so you got to be careful. Email is always the best way to do it, and you should be doing those things before, right? You go. So like for this weekend, we're headed. I'm going to Texas with the 18s for the Lone Star Classic, which is great. Are those kids doing the steps necessary to get a coach to come watch them? And you have to. You need to ask the coach, right? You need to provide that highlight film.
Right.
That's the thing that's going to catch your eye to begin with. Just like your athlete this last weekend, right? One play kind of made this idea of going, and that's what they look for.
Right.
Oftentimes it's not how you're doing as a whole team. You might have that 0-3 weekend. They're watching you, because the thing that they're looking for is, do you fit?
Right.
Do you fit to
and how are you going to play when it's bad?
Our culture, how you interact with your parents, how you interact with your coaches.
Absolutely.
All that stuff's going to matter to them. And so, your athleticism is going to count, your height's going to count, right?
Yes.
Some of those things are going to count, but you as a person,
right?
Is going to be the most
it's such a
important thing.
detailed equation, but at the end of the day, who do I want to spend 4 years with, right?
Yes.
Do I want to spend 4 years with the person moping on the sideline, or do I want to spend 4 years with someone who maybe they made errors, they got out, but now they're just being the best teammate ever, right?
But also from the player's perspective, you coming into a program, and when you come, I remember when I show up to a visit, oh my gosh, rainbows, butterflies, this is the best spot to be in. Come in over here, we love it, we're going to treat you so nice. I started playing. As soon as I started playing, different attitude.
Yeah. Of course.
So much different attitude. It's like you figured it out, but you're not gonna play. I'm like, well, hold on a second. We were just besties. Now you are full on 180. You know, it's not that I'm looking for a best friend, but I'm looking for I'm 18 years old. I'm looking for guidance, and that's something where the parent should step in, and because the parent has more experience in life and recognize what kind of person that is.
Right.
Because you are playing for your program, but you're playing for the coach.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's the coach is the one that drives the program, and so you need to make sure that those 4 years are going to be enjoyable 4 years. You do not want to be on a portal every single year transferring like a crazy person. So, you know, but to top it all off, one thing that you have mentioned, you are going to Austin right now, and you don't have a team going to Austin. What a commitment by ProPlay.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love it.
By
Let's
you
go.
too. By
No,
you.
I'm excited for it because
you
it's
know,
a chance for me to do those things, network, and
amazing,
find out what these
amazing.
kids are wanting. And that's the 18 start there, but we're going to move it down to 17.
And I reached out to you, and it was like, I'm like, please say yes. And he was like, not even wavering. I'm going. I'm like,
No,
this is
let's
awesome.
go.
So I'm very thankful
And
you're
I'm here.
going
That's-
because
I
they
think
need
that's
you.
the ProPlay
That's awesome.
family part. This idea
Yes.
of we
Yes.
work together, we stand up for each other, and I think that's what we
Love
want.
that.
We always want what's best for our kids.
Love
and
that.
our athletes.
100%.
That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. But give me a little bit of history questions. For
History?
him. Like, what did he play and stuff?
Oh, okay. So I actually learned a lot about Coach Todd last year.
Yes, okay.
So we're gonna
How?
ask you some questions. We remember we were
Yeah,
like
okay.
going.
That's
we're
right, that's right.
bonding
All right,
one
that's
day,
right.
random. We got to practice early.
I'm very private
so,
sometimes, so-
yes. So Coach Todd,
Yes.
when did you, or actually, what sport did you or sports did you play in high school?
All right. So again, I'm older than most. So growing up, it was you're a 3-sport athlete.
Yep.
All right. So I played football, I played basketball, and I played baseball.
football, basketball, baseball.
Yeah.
Easy.
So, and I actually was my favorite sport is football.
Okay.
So I always thought that if I was going to go to college to play, that was going to be it.
What was the position?
Tight end.
Tight end. Wow.
So I love to catch, I love to block, I love to hit.
Yeah.
I had no problem doing those things. And so I grew up in a small state in Idaho. I went to a very small high school, single high school, one town. My junior year of high school, we won a state championship, so it was really, really cool.
Wow.
But also playing basketball, being as tall as I am, being physical as I was.
And like we said, most handsome.
No. Yeah, so I had to make So I had to make some decisions, and when it comes to that, so then my junior year, my parents decided we're going to move. Right, Dad got a different job. We moved here to Southern California, and things changed.
Right.
I didn't play football my senior year. I played basketball, and that's where I got introduced really to volleyball. I played boys volleyball on an inaugural team at Whittier Christian High School. is where I went to
Amazing.
school. So that really piqued my interest in that. And so why not, right? Here I am as tall as just you know,
Right.
have fun, and you learn that sport. It's another sport, and how great is that? Because it's very cross in terms of training, right? That you can do those
Absolutely.
things. So that's what I did. I made a decision to go play basketball, however, because that's what I was really
Right.
good at. Ended up at Biola University.
What
to
year
play.
was that?
Oh,
You
I
don't need to
can't
say.
really-
Don't let him bully you into that, Todd.
No. Oh, that's okay. And I think
It's
important.
I'm
Yeah.
just a little
No,
bit bullying just a little bit.
Because the 80s were the best.
There we
And
go.
So, and I'm an 80s.
Wow.
So
That's when I was
graduated-
born.
Oh, gracious sakes.
Wow.
I know I'm older
So
than
I
you
was-
too.
Yeah.
I was
wow.
born in 86. And I
Perfect.
graduated from college from Biola in 91.
Okay.
All right. Was able to play there.
Was born in
yeah,
91.
I'm sorry.
So you're telling
Yeah.
me you went to Whittier Christian High School and
Just
you
a year
are
and a half, yeah.
still there.
Well, that's a good story too.
Yeah.
So I met my wife there.
Wow.
My 3 kids have gone there.
Amazing.
Okay.
I'm working there now for going on 16 years.
And you have some
So
news
it's all
too.
good.
You just took over the
I
program,
did,
right?
Woo!
yeah. So I stepped away from high school coaching. I was a coach there for 8 years. I stepped away because my daughter McKenna was going to school. I wanted to be a dad.
You beat
Right.
Coach Phillip
Follow
in
me.
high school. You beat Coach Phillip in high school, and you
We
said,
did.
I
A
accomplished
number
my
of
goal.
times.
Number of
You
times.
beat Coach
and then
Amanda
you
too,
Coach
man.
Amanda.
Yeah,
Jeez Louise.
absolutely.
He
That's
whooped
okay.
us. He whooped us when his daughter was on the team. He whooped us big time.
So
So where does volleyball
Yeah.
come into the picture?
for what?
For you. Just with
It's-
your
it's
kids?
interesting.
So
No,
senior
it's
year you
not.
played a
So,
little.
Yeah, before my kids were born. So coaching basketball.
Yeah.
Really, I'll tell you what I learned. So I started teaching at a school here in Whittier, and I was coaching basketball, and the activities director, AD, came up to me and says, hey, look, we need a volleyball coach. I said, we have someone kind of here, but they're not a teacher. We like on campus presence. I'm
Right.
like, okay, let me look at it. He says, look, they'll help you out. They'll do everything. Right. We just need you because you know how to run a program. and do
Right,
these things. I'm
right.
like, okay, I'll do it. It was boys volleyball at the
Okay.
time.
Awesome.
I fell in love with it. And
Yeah.
I had a great assistant coach.
Amazing.
He is actually a college referee now. His name is Tom Uliberry.
No way.
I love him to death. I see him every once in a while as we go. And when I went to the college matches,
Yeah.
and I would see him, I waved to him. And
Aw.
so that connection's there. And
Yeah.
I think that's where volleyball is cool.
Yes.
So
How
cool.
cool
Yes.
is our sport?
Yes.
That niche of just you see people, you know people, you're connected.
Yes.
Kids when they go to tournaments, hey, I played.
It's
against
good and
them.
bad though. It's
Oh,
good and bad.
It
though.
is.
It's good and
depends
bad.
on
It's just
how-
like
how
you
do
go
you
out.
have enemies. I get that, but
You go OC Fair, you go out with Coach Amanda, and you have a couple of beers, and now, like, mom and dad over there. I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
you gotta watch
Yeah.
that stuff. So I got introduced that way.
Yeah, that's
And then,
so cool.
so that was boys volleyball and boys basketball. Then I moved. We moved to a different state, and I got the job because I could coach volleyball.
Wow.
Wow.
So
Just
that opened,
basketball.
that made,
Wow.
that sold the deal for you.
That
And
is,
it's, again,
yeah.
old school. I don't think we do a lot of that stuff anymore.
Right.
There are a lot of walk-on coaches because they're good at volleyball. I get that, but that's
Yes.
the way I got there. And
Yes.
so that's when I got introduced to girls. Coached that for 8 years. Became a head coach. Got away from it. Moved back to California, and have been just coaching.
Right.
So half of my coaching career has been volleyball, and half of it has been basketball.
That's so
In that
cool.
sense,
Yeah, I played other sports in high school too, and so it's really neat to see it all come together,
It
and
is. It's
and you
fantastic.
can just really fan out over volleyball, and look, it's stuck. So
Yeah. And look at just the people we have working here as well, and their experiences and their background.
It's awesome.
Volleyball's a uniting way of doing things.
Yeah,
It
for
really
sure.
is. It
And,
brings us together.
and it's just only, I feel like the reason why we're also successful is having people like yourself that are not just good people, not just good coaches, but also good people, and then automatically that will transpire into hiring another good person. You this year you recommended to me a coach. It's like when I get recommended from a coach to hire another coach, it's so much better and it's easier to hire than to go and be like, I'm going to interview you, because when
Right.
you interview somebody, they're going to be the nicest people there is,
Right.
and this is going back to the hiring process of high schools, which I can understand. ADs, if you're listening to this, please listen. Do not be calling references and expecting a negative review. Of course, it's going to be a positive review. I'm not going to put somebody that is bad. The point being is go in past and find out where they coach. Who was their player? Who was their athletic director? And find out what kind of job they did. And then you're going to hire a phenomenal coach.
Right.
Then you will not have an issue. And that's one of those things when we hire here, we want to hire people that we know rather than hiring people that, they were a good volleyball player. I could care less. It really doesn't mean
well,
to be
right.
nothing.
To have an honest reference from someone you
Yes.
trust
Well,
is
good
really
person, number
great
one.
I
because
would never
Yes.
recommend someone that I
Yes,
didn't
no.
fully have
Absolutely.
trusted. And that's where again that integrity comes in.
100%.
100%.
100%.
Good kid, who they are. So
100%.
good.
You're doing an awesome job with recruiting. I'm so excited to see how many kids are gonna go to the next level because you're gonna help.
That's the goal.
There's gonna be a ton. It's just a matter of Also, we are getting better as we're doing this.
Right.
It's massive. It's important. Being open-minded, that's huge. It's learning as we go. But have you doing this job because you're a teacher, born teacher, which is going to allow these kids to learn how to be a more recruited player.
Yeah.
It's absolutely necessary. But also to see you graduating high school or graduating college or high school in 91. In 91.
College 91.
College, and to be this handsome, to have these arms of yours, it's
I'm just a large
absolutely.
person.
Just a
That's all. Just a large.
I'm kidding around. I love having you in the club. One thing for me, the hardest thing for me in this club is having conversation with Coach Todd and Coach Bauman. It's like they're like they can be my almost my parents.
Well, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they're at an age where I'm like I look up to them and I need to go and be like, hey, maybe we go on rotation too and we do this. Like how am I gonna say this right now? He's gonna slap me across the face. So I'm like,
No.
yo, I know you wouldn't, but I'm saying is I'm always thinking of you as a father figure and also what a great father you are to be able to see all of you like from your kid going in and helping her out going to college, and then stop in high school just so you can be there for your kiddo.
Right.
Because I remember asking you to come in and do more or apply for do something else, and it's like, my kid is playing, I'm not doing this. So props to you. Props to you. There is not a lot of that out there, and there's a visible also a reason why your kids are so awesome. You and your wife did an amazing job raising the kids. I hope I can be a parent as you are.
You're on your way.
But I'm trying my best. But let's jump into the game.
All right,
I'm
we're
excited
getting
for the
to a
game. I'm
game.
excited for the game.
I am very excited
see.
for this one. So how it's gonna work is I'm gonna give a prompt, okay? And Coach Phillip is going to answer the prompt as you.
Oh no.
So all you're gonna do, you're gonna just look straight at the camera. You're
Okay.
not looking at Coach Phillip. Coach
Okay.
Phillip's gonna answer this question.
This is all Coach Amanda's ideas.
we'll
Coach
keep
Phillip is
spinning
not.
up some new games
Coach
here.
Phillip is not as fun as Coach Amanda. So this is all Coach Amanda.
This is
She's
this
so much
is
fun.
amazing.
She's
okay?
so much fun.
So Coach Phillip's gonna answer as you, and you're just going to try to mouth his response. Okay?
Okay.
It may
What's
involve
the
some
question?
hand
What's the question?
gestures.
What's the
So
question?
I had a couple of them. One of them was gonna be, what was your favorite thing about playing basketball? Since he was a basketball player.
okay.
So I feel like Coach Phillip could have some fun
Oh
with
my
that.
gosh.
Can't look
I
at
You're
can-
not supposed to really.
You're
I mean,
supposed
you
to
can
look at
kind
the
of. You're
camera.
supposed to
You're
look at
supposed
the
to look
camera.
here,
If you
look
look at
here.
him a little bit, it's fine.
Okay.
But like,
Side eye.
he might use some like high pitched voices. You might need
What
to throw
other
in
what
some
other
hand
question?
gestures.
Because I'm having bad thoughts in my head right now. What other question do you have over there?
So other questions I had, we can get super basic and say, what's your favorite dessert?
Oh, let's do the dessert.
You
Better
like
than
dessert?
basketball.
You want to
Better
go
than
dessert?
basketball. Better
All
than
right,
basketball.
favorite dessert.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go 3, 2, 1. He's gonna start talking. You start mouthing it.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
My favorite dessert is a cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. I love that cheese on that cake. It is the most cheesy cake there is. It is delicious. Gets in my belly and gives me the nutrition I need for the rest of the day.
I think
This
you're
is
all right.
amazing.
I
This
think
is
you're all right
amazing.
because guess what? Coach Todd, do you feel creative to get Coach Phillip here now?
Actually, I do a pretty good Coach Phillip impersonation.
Oh my
This is
Lord.
perfect then.
Watch that accent right now.
This
like,
is perfect then.
Let's
Okay?
go, let's go, let's
so,
go, let's
so
go.
we're gonna go. And we can change it if you don't like this question. Okay.
Okay, all right,
But the prompt is gonna be. It's gonna be a new question. Okay. It's going to be. I want you to talk to your 2 daughters. So he's got 2 years old and 1 years old, 3 years, whatever they're at.
6 months.
Okay.
I have
So
3
you're
daughters.
going to be Coach Phillip, kind of like baby talking to
Oh
his
my-
kids.
okay.
Is that a hard one?
I'll
I think
try.
you got it. I think you
I'll
got
work
it.
on it.
Get in there. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey,
hey,
Philip 1, Philip 2. I'm trying to get some work done here. Okay? There's no way you guys can continue to walk around and make my life really, really hard. Go see your mother.
This is so good.
Okay?
That was
Go
such a
see
good
your mom.
accent.
I have nothing left. Goodbye.
You do a good Coach Phillip.
This is very good, Philip.
That was a
This
good
is
Coach
way better
Phillip.
than Todd. This is amazing. This is if we don't get like thousands of shares in this one, I don't know what else. This is probably my favorite podcast that we have made so far. This is wonderful. Todd, I am so blessed to have
thanks,
you.
you guys.
Thank you so much
Of
for
course.
being
This is
here.
fun. I wasn't sure.
I'm really hoping that the kiddos are gonna be approaching you and asking questions and squeezing the info out of you so that way they can go on and go to the next level. Good luck with your team. You're coaching
Can I plug
16s.
it real quick? Though,
Go for it.
So, in terms of like coming to see me, right? Hours. I'm trying to work on trying to get some hours here at ProPlay that you can actually come see me. Working on that right now. I'm already scheduling some appointments just because people are reaching out to me.
Yes.
Right.
But as we get going here, and then I'm trying to work from 18s down,
Cool.
and eventually we're going to get to
Yes.
the 14s, right? 15s, 14s. That's probably where we're going to
Yes.
be at until we get to those points, because at 14 to 15, that's where you really want to actually start that process, right?
Yes.
Then at 15 to 16, now you really need to start pushing.
Yep.
So, but that's yet to come, and we'll get there. So right
Definitely.
now we got to take care of our athletes that are a little bit
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%. And I'm
Yeah.
super excited for them because there is plenty of colleges to go. It's just a matter of you just going and doing the job.
For sure.
Right, getting yourself out there.
Well, let's go, man. Let's
Thank
get
you,
after it. I'm
Todd.
excited
Thank you,
for it.
Todd. Good luck this weekend on the tournament. You're going to crush it.
Yes, good luck with the snowstorm
you're
or
not gonna
whatever.
freeze. You're going to be great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
being
thank
here.
you.
Appreciate you guys.
Heck yeah. Let's do a 1, 2, 3 PROCAST.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
PROCAST.
Love it.
Excellent.